50 million millionaires exist right now. That's 50 million people who cracked the code while you're still making excuses. Today, we're stealing their playbook. I'm Professor Chalkman, and I'm about to give you the financial education your school never did. No nonsense, no feel-good BS, no gobbledygook, just the raw truth about how wealth actually gets built. Pay attention, because this lesson could change everything. Before we dive into these game-changing habits, hit that subscribe button right now, because financial education isn't optional, it's survival. And if you're serious about building wealth, you need to commit to learning. No excuses. Habit number 1, brain dumping. Listen up, I don't care what you call it. Journaling, brain dumping, thought capture. But successful people get their ideas out of their heads and onto paper. Period. Here's why this matters. Your brain is like a computer with too many tabs open. When you're trying to build wealth, you need clarity. You need to see your goals, track your progress, and remember why you started when things get tough. My sister Sarah, a marketing manager from Denver, started writing down her financial goals every morning. Within 18 months, she'd paid off $32,000 in debt and built her first $10,000 emergency fund. Not because writing is magic, because it forced her to stay focused. Every quarter, I fill up an entire notebook with business ideas, financial strategies, and wealth-building plans. When I look back at what I wrote, sometimes I laugh at the crazy ideas. But more often, I realize I've been hitting targets I set months ago. Your homework starts now. Write down 3 specific financial goals for the next 12 months. Not save more money, but actual numbers with deadlines. Because vague goals produce vague results. Habit number 2, produce, don't consume. This is where most people screw themselves over. You get home from work, and what do? Netflix, YouTube, TikTok, you're consuming. While millionaires are producing. Here's the brutal truth. Every hour you spend watching someone else's success story is an hour you're not building your own. When billionaires have free time, they're not binge-watching series. They're learning guitar, reading about investments, building skills that make them more valuable. They're adding tools to their wealth-building toolkit. Think about it this way. Would you rather be entertained or be rich? If this reality check is hitting you hard, smash that like button and turn on notifications. Because the uncomfortable truths I share here are exactly what you need to hear to change your financial life. Habit number 3, take a step back. The Bill Gates strategy. Bill Gates, worth over $100 billion, takes an entire week every year to just think. He calls it Think Week. He isolates himself, no distractions, just pure strategic thinking about his life and goals. Most people are so busy grinding that they forget to check if they're grinding in the right direction. You're working hard, but are you working smart? Marcus, a software developer from Toronto, was working 70-hour weeks trying to build his side business, but he was burned out and getting nowhere. Then he started taking one Sunday each month to just think. No phone, no computer, just walking and planning. Within 6 months, he'd streamlined his process and tripled his side income. You don't need a week in a cabin. Start with 1 hour every Sunday. Walk, meditate, or just sit quietly. Ask yourself, am I moving toward wealth or am I just busy? Because busy doesn't build bank accounts. Strategy does. Habit number 4, block scheduling like your life depends on it. Here's what separates successful people from everyone else. They control their time instead of letting time control them. Bill Gates and Elon Musk schedule their days in 5-minute blocks. 5 minutes. That's not obsession. That's wealth-building precision. You're probably thinking, that's extreme. But here's what's actually extreme. Living paycheck to paycheck because you can't manage your damn schedule. Without a schedule, your day looks like this. Wake up, check phone, get distracted. Remember you need to work on that side project, get interrupted by dinner, clean dishes, take out trash. Remember you needed to call someone, never actually work on building wealth. Sound familiar? That's the cycle of mediocrity. Start simple. Block out 2 hours every evening for wealth-building activities. Whether it's learning about investing, working on a side business, or developing new skills, schedule it. What gets scheduled, gets done. Habit number 5, network with people who are going somewhere. This is the habit I ignored for years and it cost me. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your friends are broke, complaining, and making excuses, guess what you're going to become? But if you're around people who are building businesses, investing smart, and talking about wealth strategies, you're going to absorb that energy and knowledge. I'm not saying dump your friends, but I am saying you need to intentionally connect with people who are financially successful. Real estate investors, entrepreneurs, people who've built wealth from nothing. Find them in your family, your community, on LinkedIn. Ask questions. Learn from them. But here's the key. Don't pay for mentorship. Real successful people will share knowledge if you approach them respectfully and show genuine interest. Stop hanging around people who normalize being broke. Start surrounding yourself with people who make wealth building feel normal. Look, I just gave you 5 habits that can transform your financial life, but only if you actually use them. So here's my challenge. Pick one habit from today's lesson and commit to it for the next 30 days. Then, comment below which habit you chose and why. I want to see who's serious about changing their financial future. Now for your homework, you've got exactly 72 hours to implement one of these habits. Not all 5. That's how you fail. Pick one. Start brain dumping for 10 minutes every morning, or replace 1 hour of Netflix with skill building, or schedule 1 hour this Sunday for strategic thinking, or block schedule your next week completely, or reach out to one financially successful person for advice. Whatever you choose, comment below day 1 complete, and continue to comment for the next 30 days. And don't you dare lie to me. I can smell excuses from a mile away. 50 million millionaires didn't get there by accident. They followed specific habits, made specific choices, and refused to accept mediocrity. The question is, are you going to join them, or are you going to keep making excuses? Your financial future is waiting, but it's not going to wait forever. This is Professor Chalkman. As always, keep getting wealthy.